Welcome to another episode of Mexican in the Kitchen. Today we're going to start with some champignon mushrooms. You don't have to wash them because they're like sponges, so they will get a lot of water if you do. So just take a napkin or a piece of cloth and clean as much of the dirt as you can. Once we're done cleaning them, we're going to take our knife. I usually start with cutting them by half, and then it's easier to chop them. So I make 2 or 3 cuts in this way, and then I cut in the opposite way just to make smaller pieces. You don't have to be very careful. Try to cut them in kind of even sizes. The more even they are, the more evenly they will cook. Once we're done with our mushrooms, I'm going to go with a jalapeno. And first I'm going to chop the stem off. I'm going to make 1 cut in half this way, because it's gonna make it easier for me to cut. These seeds and all the veins inside the white part you can remove if you don't like spice so much. It will make it a bit less hot. I don't really mind, so I'll use the whole thing. But of course you can try the chilies and see how spicy they are, because they might vary a lot. Next I'm going to make these strips out of it. I'm done with the jalapenos now, and I'm opening this zucchini flour can. This is a very Mexican ingredient. It's very typical from my city, and I got this can from lastunas.fi. I will leave the link in the description. They have great prices, great products. They deliver. They're based in Tampere, Finland, so go and check it out. This is how the zucchini flowers look like. Right out of the can, I just removed the liquid they come with. You can see the really nice orange color they have, and this will give a lot of flavor to our dish. I have a pan on a 3 or 4 out of 6, so it's a medium fire. I have some canola oil in there, and I'm going to put my mushrooms in. You have to be careful not to burn them. These mushrooms will cook quite fast. They don't need much time. My mushrooms have been on the pan for maybe a minute or 2, so you can see they start changing color and they reduce their size a bit quite fast. I'm going to put them to the side and throw my chilies in there. Of course, if you have someone that doesn't like spice or chilies, you can also do this in separate stages. You can also use another pan for it. So the point is that we want them to be on this kind of same pan with some oil, just a medium fire, and just let them be there for a while. You will notice that especially the outside part of the jalapenos sometimes it starts turning into this a bit slight brown, and that's a perfect moment for us to take them out. So you have to be careful, keep moving them around, keep checking on them. This is a very fast process, so it's not the kind of process that you will leave it there for a while. This might take 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops, depending on how strong your fire is. These ingredients have been on the pan for a few minutes now. They are almost ready, so I'm going to throw the zucchini flowers in there. These zucchini flowers, we just want to warm them up. We are going to put them on the pan for a while, because they will drop some of the water they have inside. And that's perfect for us, because we want them to get a bit dry, so we don't want a lot of water or liquid to drop off our quesadilla, because it will make our tortilla soggy and it will make it a bit messier to eat. So that's part of the reason why we put them here for a while. This will take just maybe a minute or 2. Just make sure they get a bit drier. They drop some of the water, but they will still have a nice consistency. And then you can either mix everything together. In this case, I'm going to take the mushrooms and the zucchini flour together, put them into a different container. Of course, if you have 2 pans, you can do this both processes at the same time. But this is perfect because you can have a quesadilla, and then you can choose to which one you put the chilies to. You can put more or less depending on how you like it. I clean my pan, and I'm going to use it on a 2 or 3 out of 6, so it's a bit lower fire. And I'm going to start with the plain tortilla, just one of the sides down. I want to warm the side, so when I put the ingredients in, that side is already cooked. Also, it gives a nicer consistency when you warm the tortilla up on a pan rather than on a microwave or somewhere else, or just have it without warming up. The process was really quick. It just takes a few seconds. You have to be very careful, and the secret is using low fire because we don't want the tortilla to burn. And then we're going to put the side we cooked upwards on the pan, and you have to be very careful and very quick. Now we're going to put our ingredients in. We don't want to burn the tortilla. We're going to throw some cheese on there. You can use cheese slices. You can use basically whatever kind of cheese you like. I'm going to use this mozzarella. It's the easiest. It melts quite fast. We're going to close our quesadilla. You have to be quick because we want the quesadilla to cook on both sides, and this is because we'll cook it slowly so it doesn't burn, but it will give us time for the cheese to melt. And I would say that's the secret for these quesadillas, is have the pan on a very low fire, be patient, because then you will get this crispy tortilla with really nicely cooked, and the cheese will melt properly. You can also put the chilies right now. You can put them afterwards also, but I'm going to put some of those jalapeños inside already. A couple minutes have gone by, and you can tell already it's a bit crispy. You can see the brown coloring on the tortilla. It's really nice. That's when we want to flip it and get the other side on the same kind of point. A couple minutes have gone by, and I'm going to check, and there's already a nice color, there's already a nice consistency. It can take a bit more fire, but then we have to check the inside. It's important to make sure that the cheese has melted correctly. And you can see this is lovely. It looks amazing. The colors are great. So this is perfectly ready to be served. Our quesadilla is ready to be served. It looks really nice, really good. The colors are amazing. The cheese has melted. It's perfect. And we can serve it as it is. This is how I make these quesadillas. They're really nice, really simple. It's the kind of quesadilla that you will find on the street in my city. The cheese will be a bit different. The tortilla will be corn. So if you have corn tortillas at home, definitely try it with those. They're really, really nice, especially if you just made them like handmade. It's gonna be a perfect quesadilla. But this combination of flavors, the mushrooms with the zucchini flour, with some of the jalapeño chili, everything just like grilled a bit, it's really nice. Definitely try it at home. Press like, subscribe, all of those things, activate the bell, and see you in the next one.